Hello everyone, it's Wednesday again and I'm back. So today and from now on it's going to be a little bit of a shorter streams, but I will definitely be here each week throughout the year, I would say. Today I felt like gluing, so we are going to look further into this one. Creating a random glue situation over here. I've done it before, but it was a long time ago, so yeah, 5 random pages. So we definitely have to look into that. Just realized today it's not too long until, of course, Thanksgiving in the US, but for Christmas it's soon. I am not really prepared, but you know how it is. It comes and goes kind of thing. But let's look into the 5 pages that we need to do this creation. So I use random.org and generate the first one, page number 47. It says, let's look into that. The whole thing with this kind of challenge is that you're not supposed to look into 1 or 2 other pages than the actual one. Let's see, 44, 45, 46, 47. So I'm only allowed to use these things. Let's see if we can just tear this page out. I'll put it to the side for now. Let's see. We are going to do this 4 times, so the next one will be number 78. Let's go into 77, 78. Another kitchen. I don't know. It would have been nicer to have this type of situation, but let's, there are at least some letters there. Of course, the whole magazine is in Swedish, but we will kind of figure it out together, I would say. Let's see if we can just pull this page out. Just do it like that, and then random another one. This next page says 4. So at the beginning of this paper, let's see, the table of contents apparently. So we will have to use this page. A whole bunch of text, but I'm not necessarily, let's see. The table of contents, I don't know about that. So only this page, not the other one. That's the most important thing. So we need 2 more pages. Let's do a random check on that one. 126 it says. The beauty of this though is it's really random. So I'm gonna show you a couple of the pages that I've done before. Let's see, 126. There is a lot of black. It's a black building. I don't know. There will apparently not be too much of color in this one. Let's look into the last page, number 59. And number 59, this one, at least there will be some sort of something. Let's look into them. The beauty of thinking outside the box when you need to. And let's see. So we need to cover this. This is an old happy planner that I haven't really used for I don't even know how long. So, but I like the paper there, so that's why I use this one. A bed is always nice to use. It could definitely be used in these pictures. High heels are nice. I like this. I don't know if it is just the composition of the gray and the white, not necessarily what it says, because it just explains like these pictures, but I like the composition of this, so I don't know if we will use it. And the nightstand there, and this little thing with the till. Yeah, that's from IKEA. Yeah, let's see. We will cut the door, the high heels. There is a little gift thing over here, so let's see. It might be that I take these gray areas, these, to kind of cover part of the page, because it needs to be quite a lot of things to cover. Definitely these photographs, maybe the lamp. So the challenge is to just use the actual pages. That one will be put aside, that one. Am I going to cut out the bed? Yeah, probably, because that's what we have. Not really going to look further into the nightstand there, but we might use that later on. Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for checking in. And doing that. I will leave that one for now. And this can of course be the background, and I would say yes to that. Thank you so much, Michelle. I do like this situation with the, oh, is it an olive tree? I think it is. Let's see. I'm going to cut this one out like that. I'm not sure if I will use it as a whole, but I will definitely look into it because I like the picture. And then I will leave these things to be the background, really, because we need to cover things up. The greenery there is kind of nice, and this, whatever it is, just going to do a little random cut now, and then we will have to look into the exact things that we want. Is this a nice, yeah, that's a little farm setting. And this kitchen situation, no, I'm not going for the kitchen situation. Maybe the numbers on this page, the page numbers, we will cut the greenery out though. And remember, for this one I will definitely fussy cut it way better than I'm doing it right now. And looking into, there are a lot of words: kitchen, special, garden, building and renovating, create the style. And there it says in each yeah, in each number. No, that's not in each news in each magazine is there might be the proper way. This one we definitely need it. We are going to use we do need colors, so that's one. I do like this window, do I? Yeah. Let's cut it out. Cut it out and maybe use it. Let's do a little bit of a thing like that. These things, I don't know. We'll put that aside. There are some gray here. This one is definitely a thing that I want to use. This is an ad, and I don't know. There were not much on this page, but the wood sack here is definitely a thing that we need. And then we will have to look into the building, the black building, and maybe use some of the gray here on this one. So tearing the building apart is what we are going for. Just thinking, I'm going to cover it like this, I would say. Going to cut it like that. And tear it in strips. And of course this one, and let's see if we can put that one over here, this one, because most of it will be covered anyways in the end, so we will have to figure out the placement of all of this over here maybe, and here, and then we have, let's see, do I want to just place it down like that? That's kind of boring, isn't it? We'll actually go like that. Let's see, going with this one. Going to cut that one off. I don't know, but I don't like it, so let's see, was it this way around? Sometimes you can, yeah, I think it was. And then we have the orangey piece here for the right. Hello, hello. Thank you for stopping by. Doing the random 5 pages from a magazine just because I felt I needed to glue a little bit today. Going back to the roots, maybe. Is that what it is? We are going to put that one there. And then the window, is it going to cut it down? Let's see, something like that. And then the bed. The bed is important though. The bed is, no, let's see, we will put the bed in the corner, or half of it anyways. The orangey bit will be, let's think, over here, I'll say. Of course, kind of covered when we will think of it, so we will place it down like that. Going with that, let's think. Are we going random like that, or random like, there. And then the placement of this, and then the window. The window. I don't know why. I'm feeling it like that. On a tilt. So we are going to cut out these, the pots and the little decoration there in glass. See if we can manage that and do a little bit of a thing. So with me starting this, I really felt like I needed to do something that doesn't really take too much of my my ability to think today, because I'm tired. And this is one of those things that is, I wouldn't say, you know, you don't really have to think too much, but an easy way to just do something. So we can just cut these out. And of course it's a little bit of a glare, unfortunately, because of this being magazine paper. So sorry if you feel like that is a thing. But you will just have to deal with it. Going all the way around, or as much around them as I can, because they are so detailed, but and I don't really want to go all the way. Going around, in and out, doing this fancy of a fussy cut. So the electricity is back. I presume, like the, I don't know, nowadays you do really need the electricity to work. So all kinds of things that, you know, you do need it. Which to me is, yeah, I don't know. Do we really need it? Here in Sweden, it's actually really, I don't know if it is trendy now or whatever, but people are looking into buying, you know, this tiny little cabin in the woods. No electricity, no water, you know, going back to, I don't know, back to the old days or whatever. Oh, it came back. Oh, okay. That's nice to know, because you know you do really need it in a sense. Yeah, but people here in Sweden, they are looking into, or many, like I would say people in their 30s are looking into those like small little cabins in the middle of the woods, away from, I wouldn't say away from society, but you know, like close by to like a bigger city, but then in nature. And I almost feel like I'm talking about myself, because that is what we did. We used to live in the second largest city in Sweden, but we moved, and we moved, yeah, it is a small little village in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the woods. It is. And the good thing about it, though, is that it's just, I would say, like 35 minutes or so to the closest biggest city and an hour from a really big one. So if you want to go to, just do something fun or something, you don't really have to go to for miles and miles for because an hour close to, like, I would say 35 minutes, that's nothing here. Even an hour is close when it comes to things like you want to do or something. So even having your work an hour from home, that is also considered really close. So that's kind of where I am, in all this. But other than that, this little village where I'm in, it's no one know. I would say even nobody has heard about it if you don't know anybody here. That's kind of where we're at. So let's look into these. Are we going with? Yeah, I felt I needed that one there. I don't know why. I don't know why I wanted to be this way either. Let's cut this one out. But living like this is really neat. Nature all around me, and then an hour to the nearest really big city with all kinds of fun and party, of course, if you like those type things. But then again, you can find the tiny little red and white cottage with no electricity and no water here too. So if you like those. But to me, it's really nice to be close to nature. It's almost like you feel, if you've been to the city, like, oh, it's really, really, really nice to be home. So I'm going to fussy cut these areas out a little bit more because I don't want to. I do want to have the orange show in between, so that's kind of where I'm at the process of thinking if there are anything like that going on today. Haven't really done much, but that might be the problem because usually I have so many things going on, and today I didn't really have to do a thing, and it's almost like my brain couldn't handle it. Is there such a thing? I don't know if you have experienced that sometime. The high heels, we have them here. We are going to do something with those, but we will have them at the end. So we will try to remember this. Worst time of the year. Bonfire. Oh, is it? I don't know. I've never experienced. Oh, I've never experienced it this time of year. We are actually having it in April. It's kind of a bonfire thing. Is it fireworks and everything like that too? We will try to remember this thing, won't we? And do the background first. The beauty of this. And no, I don't take any like photos or anything. We will just have to let this one. So I hope that your day has been nice, Time Lord, and yours too, Becca. Even though it's kind of early for you. Let's think about this for a little bit. Just putting it down. I will cut the, you know, all of it out off in the end, but I will leave it as of now. We'll have to figure this one out. Like no, like no, not like this. Like, yeah, that will do. And then of course I need to figure out the bed again. Yeah, it's going like down here, was it? Yeah, it was probably like this. So a bunch of glue, and of course there we have it. We are going with, we had this one down here, didn't we? Going in with the prick glue stick. A nice one. I can imagine it being like a thing. All kinds of opinions about it though, like usually when it comes to celebrating different things. Just remember, we need the orange rug, didn't we? I wanted it to be here, or just like that. Apparently it's going like that now. With, let's see, are we going to no, put that one down, that one, and let's see, more of the gray, more of that one over here, the window, the greenery thing. How did I even, or did I misplace? Some sort of something happened. We need this one. There. And then the window there, which means we have to cut this one off. We are going to place that one there. Like a mini puzzle it is. I don't know. I don't know about that. You know, with I'm thinking there are so many traditions all over the world, and it's really interesting to hear about all of them. But then you're all like into your own kind of thing, so yeah. But I like to hear about all different kinds of traditions and things. Let's see. Did we say that the window was supposed to be there? I'm not too sure about it. We are definitely going to cut that off a little bit more. The whiteness there was the thing that I didn't like. We are going to put you over here. Why? I have no clue. It's just the thing. I feel that I'll definitely need a word or two or three or whatever, so we will have to look into the words on the page. Let's figure this one out. We will put a little bit of a greenery situation down here because that's nice. We will put again a green thing over, let's see, there maybe. Putting the windows over here, was it meant to be? No, of course not, but that's how it is. We will have to put it further down. This one, yeah, something along those lines. So we will put the window down first. I do definitely want to have it tilted as much as possible, and yeah, like that. And the itty bitty little, yeah, there will be a whole bunch of glue. It dries clear, so that's nice. Let's see, we do definitely want to cover that. We are going to have it reach up like that, and yeah, we will lift, yep, that's nice. We will lift that one up. Going to tilt, are we, like that. The little pictures, randomly just placing them. Or is it random? I don't know about that sometimes. Could be anyways, like that. This one. Let's see, we have this little tiny one too. Do I want to have this? Let's, what, oh, it's a car. Yeah, we'll put that little tiny one up above. There. And then this, there are two kids. Have no clue who they are, but somewhere along those lines. Cutting bits and pieces. I don't know about this, so we will have to just throw that one in the bin. We are not going to use this little tiny piece. This one though, let's figure it out. Yet again, another, you know, an English word with all of these. Tricky, that's what it is. Like, could definitely, like the I do want to use as many of the letters as possible too, so like the, oh, let's think. I could go with style because that's an easy. let's see. We will have that L. The I. Or we do have these two, like the L-O. Yeah, we could take like the look. Like the, do not really have a Y, but like is one thing that we definitely have to look further into. So we have the K here. And an E. I would love to have it like the coziness or whatever, but that's not even possible. Like the look is a thing that we could do. Or if I combined, let's see, there are no Y's on the other page. So we will have to look into like the H is here. And I'm thinking in this case I'm going to, yeah, it is a little bit, you know, of a lighter brownish beige situation on the letters. So Thanksgiving, yeah, how is it with that? Is that 2 weeks from now, Becca? I'm not too sure. Or is it 3 weeks from now? The weekend 21st to 23rd, is it? The Canadian Thanksgiving has already been around. That is one thing that I know. But the other one, no, I don't know. The look, this is a Swedish Ö, but I'm just going to use the O. So I'm leaving the dots. Leaving the dots for something else. The L-O-O-K. Like the look. I don't know if I like the look, but you know, that's what we're going. And then the L. The L will be this one apparently, because that's the closest one to not being teared apart or anything like that. So let's see, where do we want to place all of these? It definitely needs to show like L. I. Do we even have a K? Yeah, K and E. I'm actually going to look into the Thanksgiving Time Lord. Let's see. Let's look into Thanksgiving, the American Thanksgiving, that is. As far as I know, it is November 27th. Is it? It is apparently the fourth Thursday in November. So with that, it can be somewhere around around 22nd of November till 28th of November. But this year it's November 27. So that's always good to know. Like the look. Who was I? Cutting out an A. Where did I put the K? The K was over here, just waiting for us. Let's do a little bit more of a twist. As far as the things that we celebrate here in Sweden, we don't really have anything apart from Christmas from now on. To me, that is, I wouldn't say boring, but you know, we do not celebrate Halloween as like a tradition here, like a Swedish tradition. We do celebrate All Hallows Eve, which is like the same weekend, but that is something totally different. So we are going for Like the Look. And from like I talked about earlier in the stream, from now on I would say I will probably go live on Wednesdays, but it could be other days of the week too, depending on the schedule. My schedule, my life, that is what it is. I know as far as I know, we do have lives outside of YouTube, and it can definitely change. Like the Look. So we are going to, let's see, I'm going to twist that one because I didn't like the look on the opposite one there. So with the help of some of these, the high heels and the gifts, let's put them in. Like some of you know, I used to walk in high heels all the time, but I don't anymore. But I kind of feel at home in them, so that's why I want to have them in the picture. So are we going to use both of them? As a girl, you might need a little bit of a change sometimes, so they will definitely be 2 pairs at least. And let's think it's not as straight as I would like it to be, so let's do a little twist with that one. Just gonna leave them, put the rug there, and then of course cut around. Let's look into that. I'm going to cut around the page here, just because I can, and it looks way nicer. And I've done a couple of these type collages before. I'm going to show you a little bit. I would say it's totally random, apart from some. I've done a little bit of thinking, but I do love the way that they turn out with it when it's totally random. To me, it's meant to be totally random too. Maybe that I have, you know, little bits and pieces that I like with them, but not necessarily a whole thing. So this was this one. Yeah, totally random things from 5 pages in a magazine, a random magazine, a Swedish one, and this is what came out of it. So we have done, let's look into, I've done this for quite some time in this one, totally a little thing here. So dare to be different. That might represent yeah, my whole situation really. And this one, this was you know, something that I kind of thought of. I liked the pink and the black and things, so yep. This, I don't know. This was from, you know, it's cut apart, but it's from the same article. I like them. This one was just flowers. I felt I needed to just glue down some flowers here, so I did. This says, do not ever forget that we are strong together. I went from 0 to 100. Some sort of maybe fall inspired. I've done this. I'm not necessarily last year or what, you know, I don't really know. I have no clue. This was a preparation that I did. I haven't really done it at all. Thanksgiving, yeah, yep, Thursday. So it will be this one. Totally random. Here I actually used, yeah, it is a little bit of a sky here, but I used this. These are several pieces of food from a magazine. This was a thing that I don't know. Is this one true? To me it is, in one sense. Yeah. A proper translation to this one might be something along the lines of walking in somebody else's shoes. You know, you can't really know exactly what's going on if you haven't been there, done that kind of thing. This was a little bit more thought through than something else. This says, like it is, Superstart, or in Swedish it's Superstart. So a little bit of a different pronunciation, but the same word. Another fall inspired one. I remember this one clearly because, you know, fall time to me, marshmallows, and this represents the energy. Like, I love fall. I do love this one too, playing games. This one do represent poker, I think. Yeah, used to play that a lot. I still do sometimes. This is one of those totally random things too, cut out from from a magazine. So 5 pages and you do something totally random. I don't even know what happened there, but apparently the glue wasn't as nice. This was, yeah, maybe just pages that I had. Life is beautiful, and yes it is. This was during winter time. Everybody's longing for warmth and happiness now. It was a gray winter day when I made it, or something. I don't really know. This was totally different. This was apparently during the pandemic. So that is how long I've had this one. This is me. This is definitely me. Nature themed thing. And to me, these are just random kids, but they represent my kids. So as you can see, there are totally random, and there are things like this, a little bit, you know, totally explosion of things. Beloved mother, it says there. Another explosion of things. But, you know, that's how it is sometimes. Finally, party time. This one says, you know, with something going on. Another totally random. This one was from Vogue, I think. The models and things. So there are. Yeah, this one I like too. I like these sayings. I've used them so many times throughout my art. Live the life you have imagined, and that's a really important thing to me. Yet again, one of these, like, yeah, I could go through this totally random, 5 pages. So that is what this is. My way of just gluing and having fun. Not really thinking too much about anything when gluing them down. They just they are just there, kind of thing. Yeah, we are going to flip to this page that we made today. I don't know. Somehow it kind of represents me in a way. Maybe looking further into the future. I don't know. Yeah, but this is it. And apart from this one, no, unfortunately, I do not have too much time today. But I was really, yeah, I wanted to do this, so here we are. And I will, yeah, I hope, I would say my fingers will be crossed for having a thing up this weekend on the channel. Other than that, I'll see you around, of course, during other live streams in chat and everything. And I'll see you around next week. So for those of you who have been here with me in chat, thank you so much. To all the replayers, it's really nice to have you here, and I hope that each and every one of you are having a wonderful rest of your day, night, or evening. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye.